Welcome back to the channel. It is another shocking twist in Abuja. Today, October 16, 2025, Justice James Omotosho has once again adjourned Nnamdi Kanu's trial, this time to October 23, giving the IPOB leader just 1 week to open and close his defense. Inside the Federal High Court, tension was heavy. Everyone was waiting to hear if the court will finally allow justice or continue the endless cycle of delays. But instead, the judge shocked the courtroom by announcing fresh adjournment date October 23 for the start of Kanu's defense and October 30 for the end. This decision immediately sparked outrage among supporters who say the government and the DSS are still playing delay tactics to break Kanu's spirit. But outside the court, Omoyele Sowore dropped another bombshell. It is time to end this disgraceful chapter once and for all. So, what really happened today? Why did Justice Omotosho fix only 1 week for defense? And what does Sowore intervention mean for the next round of protests? Stay tuned.
Temper. Cha 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 Igbo kwenu. Cha 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 Igbo kwenu. We have been on this now for the last 2 weeks, and that was the time that the God said all of us must become wise. And the time for justice is now. When it started, if for those of you who have been following, I started by contacting Southeastern leaders. I called them one by one. Some of them I have their phone numbers. Say it's time for us to bring Nnamdi Kanu. It is the time to bring Nnamdi Kanu home from unjust detention. Some of them say they will call me back. Till today they have not called me back. But when the time for anything is right, you don't need a big man. The big man is about to be reduced to nobody now. Because the real big man and the biggest fish is the person we are trying to bring home, which is Nnamdi Kanu. And some of you must have been told, you know, there's a lot of stories, they are funding bloggers, that I'm doing this for politics. I am not looking for votes. I have said it to people, if I'm looking for votes, I will go and look for money and get to INEC. They will give me election votes, I go win. The person will be president now, you know, come campaign to you. You know, be president? Some will say, he's Yoruba, he's trying to lead this thing. I am not only Yoruba, I'm only justice. And as an only justice, the people I hate most in my life are the people Igbos call Onyezuzu. Yes, all these charlatans, when they give opinion now, say Nnamdi Kanu must go through the court system. Let him be tried first. That we cannot talk about the case that is in court. Ask the Onyezuzus, when they were charged for corruption, did they wait for the court to resolve their problem? I don't want to mention their name, you know them. We know them. Ask the Onyezuzus, what is Nnamdi Kanu's offense? They cannot tell you. I am not a lawyer, but I move around with lawyers a lot. And because I'm a repeat offender, you know, I offend them every week. So they charge me every week. Something we know as a principle of law is that the person that has been tried, not found guilty, the charge and acquitted cannot be tried again. That principle is known as double jeopardy. The Court of Appeal in this country made a declaration that because kidnappers were the ones who brought Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria from Kenya, you cannot try him for the offense they claim to have committed. They now went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court made another declaration that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. That it was Nigerian army that went to try to kill him and he has a right to run away because of the criminals who try to kill him. Sickness, now what you take your hand carry, now bring the sickness. Some sickness now to chop too much. Some sickness come from drinking too much alcohol, like the one in Abuja. We go mention my name the other day, he never recover. Some sickness then comes from stealing other people's lands. Some sickness comes from demolishing people's shop where they take chop. You can never be well if you do evil against your fellow human beings for so long as they are doing it. You don't need to go to church to know that. You don't need to go to mosque to know that. That one is the principle of natural justice. So we are here to invite you on Monday. And my question that I've been asking, because this is our 8th market since yesterday, I have been asking everybody that we met, that are you saying there are no up to 1 million people in this Abuja? Are you saying there are no up to 1 million people in this Abuja that can step out for a just cause? And if we are 1 million, you know all the security agencies in Nigeria that are not up to 1 million? Yes. The Nigeria police is 350,000. That is the number that they are paying salary. The real ones will still there alive now around 210,000. But you know, say police get the highest number of ghost workers for this country. The Nigerian Army is about 150,000. DSS is 10,000. Nigerian Navy is 15,000. If you add MC Oluomo and all their people, maybe it's 500,000. We are 1 million. If 1 million people they go, nobody feel wait. And that is why I came here to address you today. It has nothing to do with tribe. It has nothing to do with ethnicity. It has nothing to do with religion. I have said it and I will keep saying it. The only religion that I know is justice. The only ethnicity I belong to is the ethnicity of justice. The only thing that I tell people sometimes, where I don't know why there's something in my body will make me to say I be Igbo person, because anytime I hear Ogene music I lose my mind. Yes. So, but on a serious note, please let's meet on Monday and march on Aso Rock. We are converging at 7 a.m. in the morning. Unity Fountain. But if they play any game there, we'll go pass through another place. So be prepared for that day. Carry water, carry some granite, put for pockets. Carry your friend with you. If you no get friends, carry your enemy. Drag them, say for the first time, let's go and do justice to this country. Bring everybody with you and let's make this happen. There's going to be a peaceful protest. And we have informed them that it's going to be peaceful. And we have heard that they are planning counter protest as well. But I tell you, it's psychological engineering. Because if the real people are moving, all those ones, all the Oyezuzus, we won't do that. This when they say, now them go even come join us. And that day, now them go come sweep the floor after we finish the matter. But the most important thing is that we are bringing Nnamdi Kanu home on Monday.
Because this is a man that came out to tell you people that he doesn't even believe in one Nigeria. And what makes him say that? Well, to some certain extent, we want to blame him for saying he doesn't believe in one Nigeria. But this is a man that has been in politics for a very long time before he made that comment. And why did he make that comment? Because he has seen that, let's tell ourselves the truth. Now here we go tell ourselves the truth. At least, you know, get where we go talk and we don't go talk and for grave. Which is the fact that the North seems to be divided across religious basis. We're busy pursuing who is superior. Is it Christian or is it Muslim? Abi? Trying to establish the kingdom of God on earth. And he knows that to some certain extent, everybody have seen that happens to be a major determinant in regards who wins the next election. Just like we saw with the Muslim ticket, Abi? That is to tell you that while other regions are thinking of something else, in the North, all we think about is Muslim ticket, or who is of the same religion like we to vote into power. and haven't seen that, and a lot of other variables. That is why he confidently came out to tell you that he doesn't believe in one Nigeria. And that is why you'll be surprised now, even in a state like Katsina, where there's high level of banditry and they are pardoning bandits now. When he enter Katsina now, they are clapping for him. Clapping, gathering around the whole street. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be surprised, because it's all about give and take. You settle who you need to settle that will ensure your next time coming or whatever, and you go. And in regards the plight of the Igbos, this is part of the reason I feel he doesn't care. Because let's face it, the fact is, the demands of the Igbos are genuine and authentic in regards the sense that, let's face it now, why will you, despite the fact that the Niger Delta, at least after the division, after they don't separate them, carve them out into a cycle, they are no more with the Niger Deltas, they are no more the same with the Niger Deltas, but they used to be. But the fact is, what I'm trying to say is the fact that before now they were one, and they are considered as the oil producing regions of the state, and as a result of that, they have a lot of they have a lot of waterways. They are close to the ocean as one region before the division, before they now isolated the Igbos in the middle, But after they have isolated them now, they are on their own. The Niger Deltans now are in command. And since the Niger Deltans are in command now, they now compensated them with 13% derivative. Despite the fact that the 13% derivative doesn't go around for everybody, it's only for the bourgeois, for the big men of the region. Because if you go to Niger Delta, if you see the level of hardship, you will be shocked. You will be surprised that this is an oil-producing region in Nigeria. You will be shocked. So they are compensated, they kept quiet. So when the Igbos now come up to complain and say, hey, we don't have port, we're supposed to have port or whatever, they say, we no get water. You don't have water. It's the Niger Deltans that have water. Can you see? So by virtue of that now, they are left with no options. And again, they have succeeded in empowering people like Tompolo, them Asari Dokubo or whatever, that at the end of the day, when the Igbos come to say that we are one, this used to be the same region, we are all the same region, we are all Biafra or whatever they call it, they will say thunder fire, you God forbid. They will now remind them of during the civil war, when they unalive some Deltans or whatever, they put it in their head, they say Igbo people are no good people, they say just stay on your own, most stay on their own. So at the end of the day, everybody is living with poverty. Just like I keep saying, why will the oil companies have their headquarters in Lagos, remitting everything to Lagos and the rest of it? So a divided kingdom, and just like they say, a divided kingdom can never stand. That is the modus operandi. So everybody now is left to fight for his own. Niger Delta, they fight another cause. Igbo people, they fight another cause. So you look at all these dynamics, you get to see that at the end of the day, it's all man for himself. And let's look at it. In the midst of all this insecurity or whatever, now I'll tell you, take it or leave it. The Oduduwa Republic, the Lagos, happens to be the most fortified region. Why is it the most fortified? Because Amotekun is there. And there's swift action. Swift action in the sense that when something happens like this, they nip it immediately. And it stops. Part of the reason why the Niger Delta is even enjoying some relevant peace at the moment is because they are near the waterways, and apart from that, they happen to be the hub, the engine of Nigeria's revenue at the moment. So anything that affects them affects Nigeria's revenue, and that is why they find it very easy to nip any insecurity in the Niger Delta, but poverty may remain there. And that is just it. And we'll just sit down and keep deceiving ourselves and be thinking that somebody, this person is going to change, or because he doesn't understand what is happening. They understand perfectly what is happening. But having said all this, is there actually a solution? There is a solution, but it's only meant for he who is ready to listen.